Hi all, welcome back to more Enemy Action Ardennes playing the Allied. So this is my take 2 and this is still the 16th. This will be part 9. So I have renamed the last video to show the date which was suggested. I haven't got around to changing all the other ones, but I'll do that as well. So we'll carry on with that like that way, and then once I get the 17th, it will be part 1. This is still the 16th, eh? Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I managed to get the other part uploaded. Don't know if there's been any comments yet or not. I seem to have some issues with my computer at the moment, so I'll have a glance when it gets booted up, hopefully. So we left. Yeah, we weren't quite finished with the German Impulse. This was a support card. It didn't get used as a combat tactic, so we're going to use that now. Right, so the special is Wunderheit, but the Wunderheit event's already been applied, and I want to say that's that. You just ignore it if it happens again, but let's maybe just... No, hang on, has it got the specials in here? Yeah, Wunderheit, once per game only. Yeah, so it actually has deployed. We've still not activated. We've still not done anything with the first DSS, are we? Because it's part of the first DSS, that isn't it? It's in the low supply, so yeah. I think we should have done anything with it up to now. So no special, no Wunderheit. And we're not on the 20th yet. So we're going to activate all units. Right now, is this the red ones at the top? It is. You would sort of think it was these guys here, but it's not. It is definitely LXV11, which is the red guys at the top. Yeah. So they actually have a core objective marker, and we've not placed any of them, so we're about to. So we're going to activate them. This is a stretch up the map for these, but I'm sure I'll manage. I'm really concerned about my computer. It's saying undoing changes made to your computer, and it's just spinning around there. I think it was an update last night, and I came back up the stairs and my computer was still sort of on, but sort of in a weird kind of position. So anyway, that's not relevant here. Grant. Okay, so we're going to activate them. There's no roadblocks adjacent. We don't have the core objective marker. Now, do we have... We have the army objective. Oh no, maybe we don't. That's the 6th Panzer Army, isn't it? No, we don't. Or we do, and there's 2 of the markers. I think the one that's got 2 is the 5th Panzer Army, isn't it? Because it can be west, south, or north, I'm assuming. It looks like the 6th Panzer Army one is either west or north, which kind of makes sense, yeah. Of course, the 5th Panzer Army in the middle, yeah, so they've got maybe more options, haven't they? Okay, so, well, we've got the army objective to place and the core objective to place. The core objective, like we pointed out, is quite simple. It's on the back of the counter. Tells you the hex it goes on. So 0506 is, that's 0506 there. Yeah. And the army objective marker then. So this is the first placement of the 6th Panzer Army. It's either going to be Malmedy West, hex 0408 West, or St. Vith North, depending on this die roll. So let's see what we got. Right, bit thumpy, it's a 2. So a 2 is the most common option, yeah, 1 to 6. So 6th Panzer Army, Malmedy West. So where's Malmedy? Am I covering it up? I think I might be, yeah. Yeah, And it's west, isn't it? Yeah, Normandy west. Okay. So that's them, but remember, they do have a core objective as well as army objective. Yeah, and I was talking about, and I did say I was going to read over these questions last night, and I haven't done it. So, yeah, the question here, I spoke about it last night, didn't I? Question 2. When German units advance after combat and looking for towards army objective, and they've got a core objective marker, do they use the army objective or the core objective? And John Butterfield says use the army objective. Core objectives apply to movement, not combat. So anything that involves combat, we're going to look at the army objective. If it's just movement, I think we consider the core objective. So let's try and keep that in mind then, I suppose. Sorry, I'm concerned about my computer. It's just sitting here. I'm wanting to sort of switch it off, but I maybe shouldn't. Right, we'll leave it a wee while yet. Okay, so there's only 3 units, isn't there? 3 infantry units up there. And there's a core objective. And there's no reserves. Okay, so activate them, and we're going to look to move them. Now, because they've got a core objective, we don't follow 9.2, we look at 9.23. So we check these in ascending order. And we move each unit towards an ally. Yeah, I don't think any of these guys are going to move, are they? Because they want to move adjacent to an allied unit, and they're all sitting adjacent to an allied. Oh, it's changed. Good. Right, I was starting to worry there. It's moved on, so we'll let it do its thing. Move each unit towards an allied unit within 3 hexes of the core objective marker. Enter a hex adjacent to the unit if possible. Right, I have to stand up here probably. So we've got 7, that's selector number 7, 4, and 5. So it's 4 we want. Now he's within. No, it's an allied unit within 3, isn't it? Towards an allied unit within 3 hexes of the core objective marker, right? Okay, but he's sitting adjacent to one of them anyway. So my thinking is he's probably not going to move. But let's read on. If more than one allied unit is an eligible target, move towards the nearest, then the easternmost. Well, he's sitting beside the nearest, isn't it? If able to reach more than one hex adjacent to an allied unit, move to a hex that would cause the allied unit to become surrounded, then to an unoccupied hex, then to the easternmost. Well, I mean, the thing is, he could move. No, actually, he can't, can he? Because is it not 2 to move into the forest for infantry? It is. So breaking zone and control 1, 2, that would be 3, 4 back into there. So he can't actually move into there. I'm not sure he would anyway. So I think he sits where he is. Now this guy could actually move into there, into this hex. But why do we want to do that? Move each unit towards an allied unit on 3 hexes. If more than one allied unit is an eligible target, well, yeah, I mean, this is an eligible target as well as this. And this. So I suppose you could consider this as if it's a priority. Move towards the nearest, then the easternmost. Well, he's adjacent to the nearest anyway, isn't he? And to be honest, they're easternmost anyway. So he's not going to move either, I don't think. And then the last guy, it's the same thing because he's adjacent to the nearest, and this is within 3 as well. So he's not going to move either, is he? No, it's pretty straightforward, I think, Grant. And tactical adjustments, well, they haven't moved anyway. I mean, that's only a place where they might have, if they've been stacked together, they might have made a move to go into an empty hex, you know. Right, I don't think they're going to move. I think they're just going to sit tight. So then we need to check to see there's no active, that reserves, that's detachments, yeah. Conduct attacks and then remove to reserve units, then place IPs, that's the 20th, remove disperse, right. So we just need to do checks to see if they want to attack. German attack determination. Again, in ascending order. This guy's number 4, so you could be looking at this guy. That's 43. However, if he looks at this guy, he's getting 7 to 3 in the woods. That's a broken hex, so I think he's going to be looking at the cavalry unit, isn't he? 7 to 3. Give me a second, I think my computer's switched off now. Right, so that is a check of 7 against 3, isn't that? There's no reserves. Include all active reserve units that could legally be placed in the hexes. Include all other active units that are not yet attacked and are adjacent to the target hex, including units with just one step. Yeah, okay, so 73 or 43, that would be 1-1, but you look at the best odds, so that's 73, that's 2-1. The support, there's no support card to check. And we're not coming across a river, they're not defending a city, it's not forest, it's woods in it. Woods, it's in a town. Are they adjacent to a supplied allied unit? Yes, they are. So that counts. So 73 becomes 74. There's a +1 for that. It's not clear terrain. It's not dispersed or unsupplied. So it's 74, isn't it? Which is not 2-1, isn't it? Right. So, however, as 1-1, it's greater than. It's not less than 1-1. Yeah, if it's at least 1-1, we're going to roll the dice. Right, and there's some modifiers in this. A low die roll, isn't it? It's a low die roll, yeah. Sorry, I feel like I'm like doing things and like, yeah, we've just done this, but that's going to be my problem with taking big gaps. I'm going to have to like, and because I want to be extra careful with everything, you know, because I'm that fussy about getting everything right, things are going to take even longer, aren't they? Right. So let's roll. I don't know if modifiers. Oh, it's still the 16th, isn't it? Yeah. So there's a -1 because it's 16. Attacker includes elite and defender has no elite. That's not the case. Attacks activated by an army or army group card, no. Support card shows applicable combat tactic, no. So there is a -1 to this, just for it being the 16th. Oh, that's a 10. So 10 reduced by 1 is 9. Cancel of less than 3-1. It is indeed less than 3-1. So that attack is cancelled. The only other one to check is here. This is 4 against 3. Or if I look here, it's 4 against 5. So we're not going to look there. 4 against 3, he's in the forest though. So that's 4 against 4. Now he's elite and we're green. 4 against 4. Hang on a sec. Yeah, so 4 against 4 then. Yeah, because the forest. Oh, he's going to get an extra 1 for being adjacent to the spider unit. So that's 4 against 5. Yeah, so it's going to be less than 1-1, isn't it? Yeah, less than 1-1, so that's not going to be considered as an attack either. Yeah, I've had this before when this core just do nothing. I think it's just one of these things. Okay, there was a die roll made to see the guys might have taken on the attack. I mean, this is a victory point town, you know. So, but they've not got so much of a force up there. So I think that's everything done. So a bit of a tame second impulse for them there. But that's fine for us. Remove eligible active units to reserve units box. Well, remember, one of the conditions is it's got to be leaving 2 steps in the hex. These are all just single units. They're not stacked with anything, so we can ignore that. remove disperse markers. That's it. So that's their impulse over, and it's back over to us. Now, just checking, I think, what I say, they might have 5 cards left now then? They've got 5 cards left, but we need to watch. Remember, the day ends when they run out of cards. Well, I've got 4 cards left. The plan is to use either, I think, probably deploy that 5th Corps unit, and then, hopefully, next impulse, move this guy into the old Sam. So that'll be 2 cards used up. I'm still going to have 2 cards left, so I need to be careful. The one thing about... Well, mind you, that's not going to shuffle in anymore, is it? Okay. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure we can make this... You don't want to end up with cards in your hand when the day's over, because that would be pretty bad. Right, give me a sec. I'm just going to check something. Right, I've been on pause there for quite a bit. Just wondered where we're at. I know it's our impulse, isn't it? Yeah, we just finished this. We checked. There's 5 cards. Yeah, I was talking about, like, slightly concerned that I've got 4 cards in my hands. I need to use them up. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a problem. So I was thinking there before. I know I talked about maybe deploying this 5th Corps unit. I still... Oh, of course, the raise the alarm. Yeah, the raise the alarm's on this card, isn't it? Yeah, that's probably not going to work then. That maybe actually makes me think that I maybe should have used that with the activate any one unit. Then I would have had 2 raise the alarms. And 1... I would have 2 raise the alarms. 1 is on this card, so use that to move that guy down. Obviously, I can't do that this impulse. But the other raise the alarm could have been used to deploy that unit. And then I could have used the 5th Corps card to actually... I'm not going to do much movement with the 5th Corps, but I did notice that both these 2 guys would build an IP. And then obviously wherever I deployed the... Well, I'm thinking I would deploy the unit in here. Then again, using the raise alarm to deploy it. Well, I can't do all that now, can I? Well, hang on, Grant. No, you can't. Yeah, if I want to deploy that 5th Corps unit, I either have to use this raise the alarm, which then... Well, actually... You could still just use a card for any one unit. Activate any one unit. Activate that, because if I use this to activate the 8 Corps, I'm probably not. I mean, we've got the other guy in Bastogne. I'm probably not moving him. I just want to move him down to Veal Sam. I mean, the other 8 Corps units are in towns anyway, so they're not going to build IPs, and I'm not likely to be moving them. Isn't there another one that might be dispersed though? No. No. Did we lose? Was one of them ones? Yeah, in fact, yeah, both the units that were eliminated were from the 8th Corps. So that's the only, I mean, to be honest, they've only got 4 units. So yeah, I can do that. So keep that for raise alarm. Right, okay, so yeah, but I still want to use this to deploy the 12 Corps. I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to deploy the 2 12 Corps units. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to not do that. So I'm going to do that, and that's my impulse in between, and hopefully the Germans don't spoil things and take Veal Sam. So we're going to deploy these 2 units. They're 4th division, and we've got a 4th division unit in play. We cannot deploy them strategically because we're just deploying them normally, standard. So within the core area, so that's got to be south of this line, In a road hex of Ardennes supply at least 3 hexes away from a German unit in German town. It's reduced to 2 if it's on a map edge, and not in or adjacent to hex occupied by a German detachment marker. And then within these restrictions, this is the thing, because we've got a 4th Division unit in play, within 3 hexes of a unit in the same division already on the map. So I think I probably just put them both in Consdorf, because that's going to be 3 away. Yeah, and it's got to be within 3 of that. It's got to be on a road. Yeah, I don't think there's anything fancy you can do here, Grant. Yeah, it's fine. I think I'll deploy them both in... well, yeah, they've both got to be deployed in the same hex anyway, aren't they? So deploy them both there. 1, 2, 3. Within 3 of a German unit, in a road hex valid ally supply, in the core area, and then within 3 of a unit in the same division. Okay. Right, nice and simple, that's that done. We've no other cards to draw. Our deck is draw pile's empty. So we've got these 3 cards left. However, now what we can also do to finish our turn there is remove that. So now we can activate them next turn. So, but we've got a German impulse to come in between. I don't know if there's 47th, there might be a 47th card. I want to say we maybe drew that as well, though, didn't we? I'm not sure. Right, let's get German impulse. What am I at? 21 minutes. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so that's a 47th division card. Oh, and a 58th division card. Oh, that doesn't look good. Oh my. I take the second Panzer. Well, let's find out the card. They're both no primary. Yeah, I think Veal Sam's gone. Surely. Well, let's see. Yeah, that was the worst 2 cards we could have drew, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Veal Sam's fallen. So they're both no primary cards. They've both got command value 1. It's the lowest card value, isn't it? War ID number. So it is the 47th, which is 46, and that's 51. So that's going to be the command card. There is no event here, so we're not going to do an event. And this is going to be activate 2nd Panzer and Lehr divisions. Well, this guy that moved away up here is from the 2nd Panzer. Well, in fact, so is he. Damn it. Well, okay. It's going to happen, isn't it? So, 2nd Panzer and Lehr, there should be 6 units in total, 3 from each. So that's 2nd Panzer, there's the other 2nd Panzer. And then the 3 Lehr units are 2 of them in here. Yeah, these are reduced. 2 of them in there and 1 in there. So that's the 6 units that are going to activate. Oh, Grant, no, of course. Wow, we're getting away with this. Now, if this had been ended up the command card, that would have screwed us up. Mind you, special's on the 19th. This one would activate the 116 and the 560. And then this guy would have activated, this roadblock would have been removed, and then he would have moved on. But these aren't adjacent. Yeah, we're getting away with this. Nice. Now, I just hope that they don't... what about Manhay? No, I don't think they can reach, because if they move adjacent to that robot, they've got to stop. Even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he can't reach. Right, anyway, yeah, we got lucky there. Because if it had been the 58 Corps, then yeah, that would have went against us. But it's not. It's the 2nd Panzer and the Lehr divisions that are activating. None of them are adjacent to any roadblocks. Their army objective marker might be making a move, I think. It will, because it's... if it's within 2 or proximate, isn't it? 9.1. Point activating the German formation, check location. It is on the map. If the marker is on the map and no German unit is proximate or within 2 hexes, the marker stays where it is. But this guy is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so that's proximate to it. Yeah. That's right, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so this 2nd Panzer unit, which is active, is proximate to it. So we're going to roll. So I'm going to place it the 2nd objective marker. And there's a bit more different choices here depending on when it is. So it's in Hooflays. So we're going to roll dice. So what we got? A 3. So it's in Hooflays West. Well, no, it's in Hooflays. And we rolled a 3. So it's a 1 to 6. It would then move to Marche West. Where's Marche? It's further up, is it not? Oh no, it's here. It's the one with the fuel marker on it. So this is going to move, staying on the west side along to there. That's fine. Okay. And then now we're going to move the units. Right, so 6 units to look at. So special moves. Enter an empty allied VP hex. Well, no, I mean, both of these are roadblocks. None of these guys are adjacent to it, so that's fine. Like I said, you can't reach Manhay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this guy can't either. And coming down here, this 2nd Panzer unit, I mean, Ettelbruck, but it means 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's too far away. So none of that happening, which is good. Right, well, we think movement method 2, which is closer to objective and next to VP hex, is going to apply to at least some of them anyway. That goes in ascending order. So move to a hex. Oh, actually. Yeah, no, that's probably going to work. Move to hex both closer to units, army objective, and adjacent to allied VP hex. Right, in ascending order, what have we got? 2, 8, 3. And the Lehr is 28, he's taking a step loss. 4 and 10. So it's going to be the 2nd Panzer units first, well, 2 of them anyway. So selector number 2, remember we've just moved the army objective marker there. So I mean just by moving from there to there is going to achieve something for him at least. But he might be able to... Okay, so... Yeah, he's not going to go back to St. Vith. So he's going to be looking at Vale Sam, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because then he can't really move towards Trois Pommes. Because these roadblocks... Well, actually, hold on, Grant. I'm alright saying he can move into there and continue moving because there's not a road attached, isn't it? Roadblocks. Allied roadblocks 10.8. 10.8. Affects allied roadblocks. May not enter hex with a roadblock marker at any time. Must stop moving or advancing upon enter a hex that is A, adjacent to the roadblock's hex, and B, has a direct road connection to that hex with the roadblock. Need not stop if it enters a hex adjacent to the roadblock but not connected by road, or if it is retreating. So, yeah, I mean, technically this guy could go 1, 2 into there and not have to stop, 3 into there, but then 4 into there, and then he would have to stop, wouldn't he? Yeah. I suppose I was just wondering if he could reach Trois Ponts. I mean, it looks like he's maybe going to end up here, I think. Yeah, in fact, pretty sure that's where he's going to go, isn't he? He's going to have to stop if he goes there, but moving into this hex, I think this is a queer hex, actually, isn't it? It is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's his move, isn't it? Feels like that's the best. He's going to be closer to his army objective and adjacent to an allied VP hex. And yeah, I mean, he could reach here too, but when we come to tiebreakers, it's going to be as closer to his army objective, isn't it? You happy with that, Grant? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure he can't reach that hex. So 1, 2, 3, and then either, well, 4, 5 or 4, 5. Yeah, it's still the same. Still the same, isn't it? Yeah, so... Oh, hold on. No, this unit's dispersed, so he's not breaking zone. He's not breaking... Ooh, right, hold on. Remember, restrictions aren't applicable to the special moves, but they are applicable to movement method 2 to 13. So, just wondering, he might be surrounding that guy. No, the guy's not surrounded, Grant. He's not. He can move from there into St. Beth. So he's not surrounded anyway. He's not adjacent to VP Hex. It's not in a town. Yeah, no, I think he's free to move. Yeah, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into there. Yeah. Feeling okay-ish about that. Right, next guy to check for that movement method in ascending order would be this guy down here. Now, he can he not reach Bastogne? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he can indeed. Could he go up there too? 1, 2, 3, 4. He can only reach that. Oops, sorry, I'm not showing you that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You could reach that hex there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it's clearly closer to his army objective. I mean, so is coming down to Bastogne. That is probably the two options. Yeah, I think either going to Bastogne or going to just outside Ville-Sam. So both of them are moving closer. So again, it's going to break down to the tiebreakers. And the first tiebreaker is closest to the unit's army objective. So, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would have to be this hex, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 away from his army objective. Here's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 as well. This is going to be a western, more western though, isn't it? Which is the next part of the tiebreaker. Yeah, so I think he is going to move towards now. Not breaking any restrictions, I don't believe so. So I think with movement method 2, this guy goes 1, let me just leave a cube here just in case we mess things up. So 1 into the square hex, then down the road 2, 3, 4, 5. Closer. So move to a hex, both closer to units, army objective, and adjacent to an allied VP hex. Right, carrying on. Well, he's selected number 8, so we've got a 4 here first. One of the lower units. Can he get adjacent? Yeah, I think he can. It looks like to me he can go 1, 2, and then 3 into there. That's probably going to be closer. Let me count this out. Yeah, so he moves in there. He's 2 hexes closer to his army objective than where he's starting from. I don't think he can. You got to remember this guy's dispersal grant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can actually move in there as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah, he's not going to be able to adjust. So options are, take that away. I think, he can move in there. 1, 2. Remember, this guy's not oh, hold on. Got to remember, if they're in Towns Grant, they are exerting. Right, he's not. Is this a town? No, it's not either. So neither of the dispersed units exert zone of control. So 1, 2, 3 is adjacent to St. Vith. That's probably the only hex you can get adjacent to St. Vith, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it would be 2 to move into there. So he can move there. However, he can, he's probably going to go to Real Sam though, isn't he? 1, 2, 3, that's a clear hex, 4, and then 5 into there. He's far too far away from reaching Bastogne. Both of the hexes are closer to his army objective and adjacent to an allied VP hex. And when it comes down to tiebreakers, you want to be as close as possible to his allied objectives, his army objective. So it's going to be that one there. 1 across the bridge, 2, 3. Remember, that guy doesn't exert zone of control. Well, actually, that's a queer hex as well. Doesn't matter, 4 or 5. Now, he's going to end up there. Oh, no. There's no tactical adjustment. This is not adjacent to an allied unit grant. So there's no tactical adjustment to look at. Okay, that's selector number 4. So the 2 other wear units are 10 and 28. But we've got the third Panzer unit, number 8. Let's open up the picture a little bit more. Well, we know he can. Can he get any further? No, because he wasn't stat with him. I think he's a bit further on, isn't he? 1, 2. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he can't get up to Manhay. And if he moves in there, he's got to stop. He can certainly get into the same hex as his buddy here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't reach Bastogne. 3, 4. Yeah, no, can't reach Bastogne. Yeah, I think he's going to go on the same hex as his buddy. Because that's definitely getting closer. Well, that hex there is probably getting closer, but he can reach this one, which is going to be even closer. He just can't. He can't get in there though. I don't think. There's 3 movement into the woods, unless they come round by the road. But yeah, he's not got the movement to do that. He has to stop in that hex. Yeah. So 1, 2, and then 3, 4 into there. Closer to his army objective, adjacent to an ally VP hex. And no restrictions broken. Okay, that's 4 out of the 6 units moved. It's just the 2 lower units here and here. Let's select number 10. Well, I'm still looking at movement method 2. All of these I've been able to move with it. That's why I'm going in ascending order. Although, well, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Quite possibly. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is closer. Hang on. Yeah, that is 2 hexes closer to his army objective and adjacent to an allied VP hex. I don't think he can't go to Vilsam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite. So I think he will go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Remember that bridge? Yeah, that's fine. He's then going to cross the bridge. Do any of these units? Yeah, I got to remember that you would. Any units active at the start of the turn would maybe gain bridges. I don't think there was anything. Where did that where unit come from though? I can't remember. It wasn't in there anyway. So okay, so I think now I move away for that west wall hex. No, there's no issues. Ally supply cannot be traced to that hex if I move away from it. It could cross there, but there's no ally supply. So, oops. So I believe. We'll leave a cube just now, just to make sure. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then no ally zone of control. 5 across the bridge, gaining control of that bridge. So closer to his army objective, adjacent to an ally VP hex. He would want to look at adjusting because he's moving adjacent to allied units. Oh yeah, I remember that one cropping up as well. If there's 2 allied units, how do you decide that one? I seem to remember that causing some bit more thinking about. I think maybe it wasn't that bad. You just picked the hex accordingly because you're moving adjacent to 2 different allied. Yeah, no, I think that did bring up some issues. It's not in this case because he can't move any further anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's moved his full allowance. I suppose he is adjacent to this unit, and this hex would be adjacent as well. So if there was a unit in this hex, if there was another German unit in there already, right, I actually think he might tactically adjust to go to this hex here. Although I think I'd be looking more into that one. We know he can tactically adjust and then not be adjacent to this, which sounds sort of strange, but as far as I'm aware, that's how things go. Movement methods can be broken with that adjustment. So he still doesn't need to be either adjacent to an ally VP hex or even closer to his army objective if he adjusts. So in this case, it's fine. He's in an empty hex. I mean, this one would be coming across the river as well, so that's another consideration. But this is an empty hex. It's not crossing the river, and it's not having to adjust. Right, and then finally 28 there. So I think they're all going to move with movement method 2, aren't they? Which is quite nice. So 28. Right, he could maybe do a bit more, could he not? Or was he? No, he was in the same hex as this one, wasn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So is he not going to move? Yeah, but no tactical adjustment necessary, Grant. So yeah, again he can move here, which is closer and adjacent, or he can move here, which is closer and adjacent. And there's only 4 steps in that hex, so yeah, I think. Now, hold on here. Any issues with moving this one? I don't think so. Yeah, there's not. Ally supply cannot be traced through that hex anyway, so I don't think there's a problem there. Get it that way. So yeah, he's going to move to the same hex as that one, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and again, it's not that it's a tactical adjustment because they're not adjacent to an allied unit; they're adjacent to a roadblock. That's that, I think. Yeah, I'm making a mess down here. My arm must be getting in the way. I seem to remember that happening before. Nudging things. Okay, I think that's all these units moved. Well, there is one of them that could be considered. The rest aren't adjacent to an ally. No, hang on, Grant. You should leave these just now, shouldn't you? Well, this is adjacent. Yeah, these are adjacent to a roadblock. So yeah, we're only checking this guy and this guy in ascending order. Well, this guy would be first. So this says 4 against 4. He's in a town. Yeah, you might have a roll at that then. So it's 4 against 4. The support card has combat engineers, so not assault coordination. Not that mattered in that case. So let's see, it's 9.5, isn't it? Code, all other active units have not yet attacked and the current active unit are adjacent. Yeah. Reserves, no. There's only one reserve unit and it's from the 85th Corps. Sport card does not show assault coordination. So we've got 44, 1-to-1 odds. We're not coming across the river. It's not a city. It's not forests. It's not an improved position. I mean, it's a town, but it's not adjacent to a supplied allied unit. It's not in clear terrain. Yeah, it's still 1-to-1 odds here. So we're going to roll. Modifiers we're going to get as -1 for December 16th. Ooh, attacker includes elites and defender has no elites. That's another -1. Yeah. As you can see, he's the 2nd Panzer Corps unit is elite and the 9th Armour unit is not. Attackers activated by Army group card. No, support card shows applicable combat tactics. Combat engineers. So yes, it's applicable. We've been through this one before as well. Combat engineers adds 1 strength to this unit, which in this case doesn't really help it. And the fact it's in a town doesn't really change anything either. Add 1 to attacker's combat strength. In addition, remove an IP marker. Well, there's no IP marker. And then the defender may not play combat tactics to build an IP. Well, he can't anyway because it's a town. So the only benefit there is it increases this guy's strength by 1. But this has been asked and queried elsewhere. And that still counts. That still means that card, that combat tactic is applicable. And would get used, I believe. Will get used just to increase that guy's strength by 1, which doesn't do anything. And it's another one of these ones where, you wouldn't do it yourself. Unless it was increasing the odds, Obviously, if we're sitting with a strength of 7-4 right now, and you would play it to get to 8-4 and then get 2-1 odds instead of 1-1 or 1.5. Okay, so that does apply as well. So there's a -1 for 16th, -1 for elite, -1 for the support cut. So there's a -3 to this die roll, and the odds are 1-1, -3. Ooh, it's a 4. It's a 4. -3 is a 1. So a 1 says cancel if only defender elite or only defender armor. Well, the defender is not elite, and they're both armored. So we're going to have an attack here. That's right. I'm not missing anything here, am I? Don't think so. Okay, so let's go into an attack sequence. And where's that? Combat. So what we got is, look at that. It's just 1-1 odds. That's all, and chip pool. Well, hang on. We're going to draw a combat tactic. Yeah, I don't see why this is not going to happen. There's no overwhelming attack here, so let's draw a combat tactic. He gets artillery. No, hang on. I thought artillery wasn't applying on the 16th. Have I got that wrong? Special December 16th rules. You may not play artillery combat tactic, but you may play the core artillery combat tactic. It says you may not play. Let's look at rule 4.1. I'm pretty sure it means it can't be played. But where's 4.1? Special rules on December the 16th. Again, it says you may not play the Allied artillery combat tactic. Yeah, it specifies there that's the Allied artillery combat tactic. There's nothing to say the Germans can't play it. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to apply then. They're getting artillery. So and hold on, where are we at? So there's no reserves to that. No, stop. So that's a combat tactic. So now, if the support card differs from the drawn combat tactic and would benefit the German attack, apply it as a bonus combat tactic. I mean, that's one. It is. It does feel rubbish. He's going to play this, and basically get nothing really. Well, gives him an extra chip pool, and in all honesty, he's not getting that many chip pools, so this might help. But combat engineers does indeed increase his strength by 1. Now, like I said to you, if we were sitting at a situation where the strength was 7 against 4 right now, obviously that would make a big difference because it would up the odds from 1-1 to 2-1, or 1.5-1 to 2-1. So it does apply. I'm going with this. I was starting to think maybe I should have a look at this, but no, I'm not. Right, add active German reserve units. There's no active German reserve. Play Allied combat tactics. Right, well, we can. We can play core artillery, remember that's allowed, but he's played artillery. We can't play engineers because we're in a town, well, and he's plays engineers. We could play tank battalion. So there's our 2 options. Let me just think a minute. Right, well, tank battalion's not any good because we've got armour and we've got armour, and increasing strength by 1's not going to help here either. Sort of similar to what I just said about them playing the combat engineers, but they will get an extra chip pool out of this, so there is that. And tank battalion, I'm looking for tank battalion. It's just, it increases strength by 1, doesn't it? Fills requirement for armour if we don't possess it, but we do possess it anyway, so no point in that. The core artillery is the only one that would apply, but they are playing artillery anyway, and I kind of want to do things with it. I mean, don't get me wrong, if they happen to get a result here in Bastogne, but I'm feeling sort of, should feel comfortable enough, I think, about this. Well, we shall see. Right, so I'm not going to play anything. So then we're going to, right, how many chits are they getting? So it's 1 for the unit, 1, where is that bit? Chit pools. 1 for the unit, 1 for elite, that's 2. He's only 2 steps, that doesn't count. We're not out of supply, not isolated, no screen. Combat tactics is 2. So 1 for the unit, 1 for elite, and 2. So he's getting 4 chip pools, which isn't too bad actually. But I mean, this would have to go horribly wrong. Remember, we're out of time, so we're going to get to soak up 1 hit. However, that's it. So he's going to draw 4 chits. I haven't drawn a blue chit yet. No, I've got these other ones set aside. Right, let's draw. Let's draw 4 chits. Okay, here we go. Here's the first one. Oh, right, I have just drawn what's the 5th? That's not a good start. Right, so blue chit drawn. So that means we shuffle everything that's been set aside back in, isn't it? Do you really need to go and look this up, Grant? And remember, he draws all 4 of these chits. I'm replenishing. There we go, page 45. Once drawn, combat chits are kept at the cup. After resolving combat, place them. Right. Replenishment is triggered when a blue combat chit is drawn. Upon drawing a blue combat chit, return all drawn chits from previous combats to the cup and resume drawing chits. Right. So these were all the ones that were set aside. These all now go back into the cup and give them a shuffle about, and we continue drawing 3 more chits. And that says 5th Panzer Army or Allied attack. Well, this is the 5th Panzer Army. Yes, it is. Right. So 3 more chits to draw. So we don't want more of that. Oh my. This isn't good. Right? Large attack or 16th, 17th attack. It's not a large attack, but it is the 16th still. That applies. 2 more to draw. Defender elite. He's not elite. He's not green. Sorry, I didn't have it not looking at the back. That's a priority, Allied air power, which isn't applicable. The back of that is Allied air power. So if we had played air power, they would have both been on the other side. Well, we can't play air power, can we? I don't think this early in the game. So Defender Elite is a priority. He's not elite, however, he's not green, so that's not going to apply. We really need something here, don't we? I mean, I don't need to retreat, which I'm probably not. Well, we certainly don't want to see an RD1. Right, anyway, here we go. 1 more chat. Oh, you're having a laugh. Seriously. Oh my. That's horrible. That is horrible. 4 chit drawn. 3 of them are applying for D3 and an A-1, which doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if a combat tactic was what? Core artillery, no artillery involved. Oh, that's rough. That's a horrible finish to this turn. Okay. 4 chits drawn, 1-to-1 odds. Okay, so we can take these away. And yeah, I've got dice. So the hits are 3 hits to the allies. These can go away. These are the combat tactics. They go away. They get discarded. Yeah. Yeah, we've got D3 and well A-1, but it's not going to apply. So I can put these away. Can I? I'm keeping looking at them. Just yeah, 5th Panzer. Right, hang on. That 5th Panzer Army applies to a German attack in which at least half the attacking units are in the 5th Panzer Army. Well, there's only one unit, and yeah, he's from the 5th Panzer Army. And these other two, though, although not a large attack, they're the worst chits we could have got there. It's still the 16th. I mean, that's why these chits are in here. And that's why, what is the event that you can play? I'm not sure if I might have had the option to play that. I think you know what? I think I did. Did I not possibly have the option to play that event? The one that ignores the dates? I might be starting to think, yeah, there's no cards there anyway. Yeah, we've not moved on, no. So that's only cards. Can't remember what is that card called again? That event. It's an allied event. Allies alert, is that it? Yeah. This day only, treat all combat chits drawn that list a date as no result. Or is it a special? It's a special. Maybe it was there then. I seem to recall seeing that, but again, it might have been that it was a previous video that I was watching. It's not in any of the cards. No, it's not. Okay, right. Anyway, that would have meant these were no event, no chats, wouldn't it? They wouldn't have counted. This day only, treat all combat chits drawn that list a date as no result. Anyway, we didn't do that. Right, that goes in the cup. Well, we can get rid of the A3. The result is D3. We've got to take 3 hits. Like I say, taking 2 hits, I would have accepted. Because we're going to soak up 1 for the town. Now we've got 2 hits. I've only had 1 hit right now. I would take a step loss and stay in Boston. Man, that's horrible. That is just horrible. How did that happen? I've really got to retreat, I think. And there's no point retreating 1 hex, and I don't think. Yeah, so I go. I mean, the fact I'm going to be dispersed is probably not a great problem. I mean, they've only got now 2 cards left, I think. They've only got 2 cards left in the deck, so I wouldn't imagine there's going to be much more pressure. So into a hex and not an enemy control. Yeah, I've got lots of options there. If there's more than one choice, As long as it's not going to cross an unbridged river or into a forest hex not via road, then I can go where I want. Well, I suppose I go retreat into the woods. I'd say if it was just one at, I would have took it and stayed in Bastone. But 2 hits, I can't sit in Bastone and take them both. I'm just dead. I'm dead. Right. Okay. A terrible end to things. This shows you that one tank unit, one tank division. Yeah. So that was retreat. So that soaks up the other 2 step losses. And we're dispersed. So advance after combat. Well, he's definitely advancing into that. There's no denying that one. So he's going to advance. He's going to advance once into there and score 5 victory points. So let's fix that. Up to 6. Second hex advance. Well, I don't think he's gonna, because if he advances out of Bastone, Allied supply is going to be traceable, isn't it? You know, even if he goes there, then Allied supply is traceable to Bastone down here. If he goes here, it's traceable. Yeah, it's still traceable down there, or even up the way there as well. So he's not going to move out of Bastone a second hex. He's not going to advance a second hex. Ouch. Right. Okay. I thought this was going to be a short part, and then that happened. Okay. So is there an R check to make here, isn't there? That's that combat over. An R check to make here. This is 3 against 2 there. He's a 1, isn't he? So 3 against 3. 3 against 1 here. So that's where the check, yeah, this might actually happen as well. So 3 against 1. I'm going back to 9.5, aren't I? Yeah, he's only by himself. There's no reserves. There's no assault coordination to consider. 3 against 1. It's not coming across the river. No. This guy is in trouble, I think. He's dispersed as well, so that's going to have an effect. He's not adjacent to a supplied unit, is he? No, he's not in clear terrain. It was broken. Yeah. He is dispersed, however, so there's a -1. So it's 3 against... Well, actually, I don't think he can go below 1, can he? No, minimum situational strength is 1. So it's 3 to 1. So that's a bit of a die roll, isn't it? If it's less than 3 to 1... No, hang on. If it's equal to or greater than 4 to 1, conduct the attack. If it's less than 3... Yeah, if it's in between 1 to 1 and 4 to 1, we roll die. Right, okay. So I'm going to roll the dice here. The odds are 3 to 1. Modifiers is a -1 for the 16th. Is that elite? That is not elite. There's no support card. Yeah, so there's only a -1 to this. But the odds are 3 to 1. Oh, God. Right. So that attack, 0 or less, attack proceeds do not cancel. Okay, I'm getting another attack here. Odds are 3 to 1. There's my dice. Odds are 3 to 1. Combat tactic, we're going to draw. So there's only going to be 1 card left. Combat tactic is assault coordination. Oh my. Oh my. Yeah, this guy's... it's over. So these are now going to attack as well. Remember, these can't advance after combat. Assault coronation. All friendly units adjacent to enemy unit participate in attack, even if not activated, but unactivated units do not advance after combat. And then if German, reduce the total hits incurred by the Germans by 1. So now the odds are 3, 7, 8, 9. The odds are now 9 to 1. So that now is possibly going to be overwhelming. But remember, we only check for overwhelming before we draw that card, so that's fine. So 9 to 1. There's no support card for an extra combat tactic. There's no reserves. We can play a tactic now. How many chip pools is it getting? 1, 2, 3. 1 for the assault coordinations, 4. There's no elites. There's no 4-step units. 1, 2, 3. 1 for the assault coordinations. So that's 4. No elites. +1 if defenders out of supply. No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't count the disperse, but it will come into it, I think. So it's only 4 chip pools, isn't it? I think. Actually, I can't play a combat tactic because he's dispersed. So 91 odds, 4 chip pools. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this mess finished with. So another 4 chip pools. First one is Allied Air Power, German Air Power, doesn't apply. Second one is Disperse Unsupplied, which is the priority, and that applies. Yep. Third chip pool. Town, Forest, Woods. No, it's broken, isn't it? City. Town, Forest, Woods. So that doesn't apply. It is broken, isn't it? Yeah, it's broken. Maybe zoomed back out a bit now. So that doesn't apply. One more chip. Remember, he's only 1 step, and he can only retreat once because he's dispersed, I want to say. Attack artillery. Look if it play. We couldn't play anyway. We couldn't play it. We weren't allowed to play artillery. They didn't play artillery. So the result is D1. There's no hits to them. The result is D1. So 1 hit to us. I can take that away. Can take that away. Can take the combat tactic away. They've only got 1 card now in their draw pile. Shits can go in the other cup. D1. I can retreat though, can't I? Just check dispersed. Right, hang on. Right, just checking dispersed. Does not exert some control, may not move, attack, build, improve position, may not advance after combat. May retreat only 1 hex if attacked. If all units defending the combat start the combat dispersed, the attacker subtracts 1 hit. Defender may not play combat tactics. Yeah, okay. So I can retreat to take that 1 hit. I can't go into St. Vith though. Because zone of control, and I can't go in there. So the only hex I can retreat into is here. So that's okay, I suppose. Right, and the combat, that's the attacked hex. So that satisfies the one hit that we had. Advance after combat, right, these 2 cannot. This guy, it's in his secondary arrow. So, primary or secondary, yeah, he's going to automatically advance once. He only gets to advance once, doesn't he? Yeah, he only gets to advance once. So it's going to be an automatic advance into there. And the other two, like I say, were assault coordinated into the combat. So, and no restrictions broken or anything. That's fine. Right, I think that's it. So all the units activated or attacked and or moved. So that's, I'm just trying to get things wrapped up here. That took far longer than I thought. There's no IPs. Yeah, everybody had done anything. There's no disperse units. That's that impulse over. Like I say, they've got one more card now left in their deck. They have now taken Bastogne. And, well, we got away with Veal Sam there, but I wasn't expecting the Bastogne issue. For sure, but there you go. He's going to be... Yeah, that was a bad finish. Really bad. Of course, we had the two tanks in Bastogne, and then moved the other one out to protect to come down to Veal Sam, and I'm saying we've not needed it, but maybe that was daft. You know, because I think we could have possibly moved something else down to come down. I did think about that when I was watching back. I'm thinking, you're splitting these units up quite a bit, Grant. Maybe that was a mistake. And now it looks like it might have been. In hindsight, I know, but... Right, okay, that's went on a bit longer than I thought, so I'm going to call it a night there. So at least I've chucked a couple of parts out again to keep things ticking over. Just to finish, I might as well leave this in the video. There's a guy that's been creating a... Right, I might get some things wrong here. I want to say he's Italian, and he's been creating a variant to Enemy Action Ardennes regarding, is it the Gothic line or something? You know what, I don't really know. I think it's a battle within World War II in the same time period that was involving, I think it was British and Italians maybe. Okay, I've probably got some of these things wrong. What I want to say is that he's put a lot of work into actually creating this variant and made new rules, and obviously you need to print out the components. There's different cards, there's going to be different units and whatever. And I've been following along, sort of looking at it, but I've not. I did say I downloaded the rules so I could start reading the rules for it and whatever. And it intrigues me, and the reason it does is because I think this is an amazing game. It's probably, like I say, it's probably my favourite game. So somebody else has created a variant to it. I'd like to have a look at it, and who knows if it works. Print out all the stuff and maybe put the camera on as well and record. And the reason I'm bringing it up just now is I've not made any comments on the thread that he's been talking about this, and he's talking about all the stuff. And he just mentioned about, is anybody really listening to this? Should I just delete this? Is it not worth? And I've left a comment, and so did Russ, who's one of the guys that's, I think, followed along with this game, and he's answered a lot of my questions. He knows his stuff and whatever, and he was the same. He's not got around to sort of looking more into it, but don't delete the stuff. Definitely not. Don't give up on it. It looks like he's put a lot of work into it. And anyway, I'd like to look at the rules and see, and I'm talking down the road though, this is only just started, this game, so I'm not just going to scrap this and start that. And the fact that I'm slower at getting around to things nowadays, it might be a long time, but it's something I'd like to maybe have a go at, so anyway, yeah, but I left my comment to say no, don't delete all your stuff, don't do that, because I'm in the process of maybe starting to read the rules, and then I also thought about getting some of the stuff printed out, and I actually thought about going to a printers to get done sort of professionally, because I'm able to print some of the stuff out myself. I've done it before, but maybe make a better job of it. So I've even thought about that, but I haven't started reading the rules or anything like that. But anyway, maybe something for the future. We shall see. Okay, I'll get away for now, and not sure when I'll be back in the next part. Yeah, I'll just be back when I'm back. Okay, cheers.